moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. On the ball. Check. Back. Hey, empty. Hey, alert three. Check. Fresno.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's go. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Sponge.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 24. Red 80. Pilot 64. Weak.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
49's the mic. I got you. Red 80. Mike's 49. I'm coming out. Hey, Delta. I'm coming after you. 49, guys. Mike, Red 80. Come on.
And that'll set him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Here we go. It's 80.
the gun. That is caught. It's Perriman. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch the safety creep. Check three, lady.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
A first down throw, Darnold. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
It's a gain of 10.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On first down, Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, Alpha. 53, Mike. Hey, tight. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shalady. Check. Switch.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Waiting.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watch out. Two Jet. First shift. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Wait, touch.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Check 53's Mike. Watch the bunch. Watch the slap. Check 52. What's this up?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, Any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Check 24.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Let's see it.
Win.
Joker.
It's 74. 74. What's this?
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
They'll run with Cannon. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. Antonio Brown. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Brown. 79 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the eye.
Sunday.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Corky, 82, Corky. Hey, Foxtrot.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ford, don't kill.
Wentz to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Check it.
Red 80.
Check 99.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It's easy working. It's coming again.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the game. Exit.
In your face.
Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, switch gears.
Slaney.
Slam.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
49 to Mike. Check.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
There we go. Pac-Man. 280. Outside, solid.
Check. Check out.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's get it.
120.
All right, T.
Here, 5-7.
Push him back.
Smooth.
51 the mic, boy. 50.
Here, shift.
He don't know no better.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Big stop, let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Lou. Hey, Trey 57. Here, shift.
I got it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
40 outside. Mike, 49. Let him know. Patrick. Lady. Red lady. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Cannon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now...
And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On first and 10, Darnold. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, wahoo! I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Check. Lucky.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Let's find 7.
He's checking. Check it backer.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down by
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Hey, turn it out.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Ready? 51's the mic. Right here, right here. Tight up. Tight up. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Step, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. 51. Mike, 51.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set back. Not a win. 51. I'm coming.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They try again with Lynch, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 80!
It's our field. It's our
Goal, goal.
Hey, it's our house.
Now wins. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Darnold on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Jim. Check three. Check.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st down, the run with Lynch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The give running right, Dixon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Lady, hey, Sue.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Man, 80.
Back and go full strength.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
He's coming. We got double up. 36.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Young lady.
Check. Go.
Hey, touch.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Young lady.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
65.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's on Andre Dillard, first-round pick from Washington State. He was the second tackle taken in the draft. He's flagged there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. On third down, they turn to Sanders. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Lynch. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.